Hello, beautiful blockchain people. That's me again at CryptoSpine. This is my next cryptocurrency market overview. So let's have a look at the major cryptocurrencies, actually their prices according to the site of CoinGecko. And we see that the market has recorded a solid price decline for the last 24 hours. Bitcoin has dropped significantly below the $60,000 mark per one digital coin. So Ethereum dropped almost to the level of 2,000 dollars per one digital coin. The same holds for Binance Coin, XRP. Of course, Dogecoin is an exception and it's to some extent funny, but all of the rest of the major cryptocurrencies such as Cardano, Polkadot, and etc., they have recorded a solid price intraday or intra-weekend decrease, and this is something that is worth talking about because this is the top news, let's say, nowadays in the cryptocurrency world. So I will share my point of view on the current price decline or correction, and this is how the price chart of Bitcoin looks like. And I want to say that I decided to comment on this because I have seen many people talking about this decline, asking if this is the trend reversal. Some people even ask me if it is worth now exiting the market. Of course, I never give any recommendation and I don't know, it's up to you. I will just share my point of view on the current stance of the cryptocurrency market. And of course, this is really very interesting because it's happening on the background or during a period when we see a lot of extremely positive news relating to the cryptocurrency world. For example, more and more ETFs or big institutional investors are entering the blockchain industry. Big let's say banks or etc., they are pouring money into the blockchain industry, and we also see, for example, even some of the regulators talking positively about the blockchain industry. For example, yesterday I saw this statement by the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas President Robin Kaplan on Bitcoin that right now it's clear it is a store of value. So I think this is something really very positive for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency world, because this is one of the key players in the Federal Reserve System in the United States, and when they, let's say, price Bitcoin, so it means that it's something positive, I would say, from a regulatory point of view, let's say. So when we have such kind of, let's say, positive news on a regular basis and all of a sudden people see this decline, of course it's something really triggering attention, and I will talk about it today. So first, let's have a look at the price chart. Just conduct some superficial analysis of the price chart of Bitcoin and try to figure out what's going on, because tomorrow is Monday and usually on Mondays I conduct this technical analysis on the price chart of Bitcoin. So this is the current let's say price decline, and I want to mention that this is the linear chart, this is the candlestick chart. Yes, the price has declined solidly, but this decline is comparable to the previous ones. So I would draw a conclusion that we have seen such kind of, let's say, ups and downs in the price chart quite often. So this is not something extraordinary in my view for the market and for me in particular. Also, if we get back to the linear chart, I would like to mention that it's easy to spot in the price chart that we still have this sequence of ascending local lows and ascending local highs. So definitely, probably the trend line is changing its slope to some extent. So we have something like this now, but we still have this uptrend because we have this sequence of ascending local lows and ascending local highs. So I won't say that the trend is changing or has changed so far. Of course, everything may happen, but from my point of view, we still have this uptrend. In the worst case, in the near future, even if the price drops below the trend line, it is still above the previous local low. And even if it drops below the previous local low, to say that we have a trend reversal, we need to see sequence of descending local highs and descending local lows. So at the moment we're far away from this moment, and we will be able to spot it if it happens. That's why I won't say that we have a trend reversal. And once again, in the worst case, I would say that probably the price will make some, let's say, consolidation, or will start to consolidate in a broad range. So this is the worst scenario I foresee at the moment. Now, of course, many people are panicking. They something like this happen here, and in many places in the charts. And always there are some people that are panicking, and I would like to say that most of them are exactly those margin or leverage traders. And this is, for example, let me show you an illustration that was published earlier today on Blockboard, that over 9 billion worth of longs liquidated over the past 24 hours. So this is actually the column in this illustration, and this is the biggest one since the beginning of the year. So definitely this is something explaining that being a margin or leverage trader, this is insane. And I've been talking about this many times, and this is once again an example I should highlight, because many people, they lost their money or are losing at the moment a lot of money and may go bankrupt because of this price decline and because of this, let's say, margin trading. And I just want to remind you that even a few days ago, I talked about an interview in which Michael Novogratz participated, one of the key players, let's say, in the Bitcoin industry, and he was asked about trading or buying Bitcoin and crypto with leverage, and he said this is insane. And this man is really very experienced person, so he has more than 20 or 30 years, probably 30 years of experience in the financial world. I have over almost 15 years. He is much older than me, so definitely he has at least twice or much experience as me. And I want to say that yes, this is insane, so be very careful. I think a real cryptocurrency or blockchain enthusiast, he will accumulate some crypto, he will put it on let's say, some hardware wallet, or he will keep away his money away from the centralized exchanges, or in the worst case, even if they are on a centralized exchange or exchanges, he won't use leverage, because this is insane. And I want to say that according to the statistics, 98% of people using leverage in the financial markets, at the end they lose everything, and this is according to the statistics. And I want to say that this is a very dangerous game, and this is exactly the biggest chunk of people losing money nowadays because of this correction. Of course, I know there are many new investors in the cryptocurrency world that haven't seen so many ups and downs, and now they are panicking a little bit. It's shocking for them. Of course, I understand. I understand this because I was a newbie as well, and it's unpleasant if you, for example, invest some amount of money, and all of a sudden, in a couple of days, you see your investment declining. So it's definitely unpleasant, but you have to be prepared for such kind of ups and downs. The first recommendation, this is definitely a recommendation: never invest money into something if you think it's quite risky for you, or if you think that you're not prepared to lose this money. So you have to understand that investing in financial markets is something that needs the people have to understand that they have to invest uh, money there already in the worst case to lose. So if you think that this is some amount of money very important for you and your life depends on it, I won't invest them. I will stay away from such kind of, let's say, risky investment. So this is definitely a kind of, let's say, advice. And I want to say that that's actually, I wanted to say that this is very dangerous game using leverage, and most people will end up losing all their money sooner or later if they use leverage. And I want to say that I will never use leverage, and I'm not afraid of such kind of ups and downs. So that's it for today, fellas. Of course, the last thing I want to talk about today is, of course, like about the news. If you check the news out there, it's like in each and every part of our, let's say, daily life, if something bad happens somewhere or some bad news start to appear, to pop up and to explain this event, because there is demand for such kind of news and people want to read such kind of news, bad news explaining the bad things, and they start to pop up. It's like avalanche. This is what may happen in the near, let's say, in the next couple of hours. In the cryptocurrency world, many people will start now to talk about some negative news and try to attach them to this price decline. This is how actually the media industry works, the financial markets. And I want to say that, let me just highlight some negative news that have or events that have taken place throughout the week. For example, in Turkey, they said that they will ban cryptocurrency and etc. Yes, we all know this. And I want to say, is it something good or bad for the industry? You know, like, it's definitely not something good, but Turkey is not the biggest player in the world. And I'm pretty sure, because I checked the news earlier this week, that many people living in Turkey, they're still able to circumvent all those, let's say, difficulties now in the market, and they still can continue to use cryptocurrency. So, such news, such kind of news, we have seen many times before, we are now seeing, and we will see in the near future or in future as well. So this is not something new for the market. Let me just remind you, because I've been in the market for quite some time, do you see this decline here? Probably if you compare it with this part of the chart, it doesn't say something to many people, and definitely some people that are very new to the market, they will even never think about this price decline here because it's tiny. And this is exactly when the Chinese central bank prohibited or banned cryptocurrency. So that was a massive event back then in September, in the early days of September of 2017. The price of Bitcoin at that moment dropped from $5,000 to $3,000. And I remember this moment, and I worked for a big brokerage company at that time, and even from the news, they used to call us on a hourly basis and ask us, because I was a financial analyst, a cryptocurrency analyst in particular, and they wanted us to explain to the public and etc. what's going on in China, how it is going to damage the cryptocurrency world and etc. And I want to say that that was something really big at that time. And you can see that if you zoom out a little bit the chart, this deep declines, and nowadays even people will never think about it. They don't even need to bother about this event. And I want to say that, and this is China. So such kind of things will happen in the near future as well. The cryptocurrency market, he will outlive such kind of events. The next one. I remember some negative news this week that some mining pools or farms in China were shut down, and now we have some kind of change among significant shift, let's say, in the cryptocurrency mining industry. And I saw that some of the CEOs of big mining pools and firms located in Northern America and other parts of the world, they said that they're prepared for such kind of shutdowns in China and etc. And for them, this is a big opportunity, because if some of the mining firms or pools in China are shut down by the government, in other places, people will take advantage and this industry will continue to live. And I want to say that I personally have seen such kind of thing many, many times before. Mining pools or farms shut down in some places in Europe, in some places in North America, in Iceland, in Africa, in Latin America, in Asia. Such kinds happen. They used to happen. They're taking place nowadays, and they will continue to happen. And the market is still alive. Of course, in the short term, we can see some kind of volatility, because I saw that people are talking that the hash rate is declining nowadays. Yes, it's because probably some of the mining pools are shutting down their capacity or reducing capacity, but the market will outlive this negative news as well. But when the price was increasing the days before, nobody was talking about it. or people didn't pay attention to this negative news, but now the demand for negative news is just pushing up this news in the media, let's say, outlets, and now they are the top news, let's say. The next one is, what else I can say? Yes, so that's it actually. I just want to say that we will always see some negative news. For example, India banning the cryptocurrencies or trying to apply some crypto-unfriendly regulations. I'm pretty sure that the market will outlive this. Sooner or later, we will see price increase as well. But once again, being leverage trading, this is insane. And exactly leverage traders or margin traders are the ones prone to, let's say, losing all their money during such kind of volatility. These are the more, let's say, prone group of people to losing their money in such kind of volatility. And once again, for me, margin trading in the crypto market is insane, and this is a thing I will never apply and will stay away from. That's it for today, fellas. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your point of view as a comment under this video. I wish you a very wonderful day. Good luck in the financial markets and hope to see you in the next one. That was me again at CryptoSpy.